Have you ever noticed your cat stopping whatever they're doing just to lick your hand? Sometimes just once or twice, other times for minutes at a time, their rough tongue working across your knuckles like they're trying to memorize every detail. You probably think it's cute grooming behavior, maybe affection, maybe they're tasting something interesting on your skin. And while those surface explanations seem logical, they're missing something far more profound. Your cat isn't just licking you. They're performing one of the most vulnerable acts of trust in the entire feline behavioral repertoire. That simple gesture, it's actually 6 different messages layered into one behavior, and the deepest meaning, the one we'll reveal at the end, shows just how irreplaceable you are in your cat's emotional world. So let's decode exactly what your cat is telling you, every single time their tongue touches your skin. The first thing happening when your cat licks your hand is scent marking, but not the way most people think. Your cat has scent glands in their saliva. When they lick you, they're depositing their unique chemical signature onto your skin. But here's what makes this fascinating. They're not marking you as their possession like they mark furniture or doorways. The saliva transfer is bidirectional. They're creating what behaviorists call a colony scent, mixing their scent with yours to establish that you belong to the same family unit. In the wild, cats only do this with cats they trust completely within their social group. Your cat is rewriting your chemical identity to say you're one of them. You're not an outsider they tolerate. You're family they claim. But there's something even deeper happening here. Something about hierarchy that most cat owners completely miss. We'll come back to this. When your cat licks your hand, they're engaging in what's called allogrooming, social grooming between members of the same species. Except you're not the same species, which makes this extraordinary. Cats only allogroom individuals they've accepted into their core social circle. But here's the revelation. In cat colonies, grooming is hierarchical. Cats groom up the social ladder, not down. The subordinate cat initiates grooming toward the more dominant, higher status cat as a sign of respect and social bonding. So when your cat licks you, they're not treating you as subordinate. They're placing you in a position of status within their world. You are the respected member of the household hierarchy, but it's even more nuanced than that. Your cat is choosing to maintain this bond through grooming. Unlike with other cats where hierarchy might be contested, your cat is volunteering this gesture repeatedly, which means they're not just respecting your position, they're actively content with the social structure they've created with you. Here's where the science gets remarkable. When cats engage in grooming behavior, either self-grooming or social grooming, their bodies release endorphins and reduce cortisol levels. Grooming is literally a stress reduction mechanism hardwired into feline neurology. Studies on feline behavior patterns show that cats actively seek out grooming opportunities when they're feeling anxious or need emotional regulation. Now apply this to your situation. When your cat chooses to lick your hand, especially after you've been away or during moments when they seem to seek you out, they're using you as their stress relief mechanism. You're not just a source of comfort. You are the specific individual whose presence and physical contact triggers their calming response. Think about what this means. Out of every possible behavior they could engage in to self-soothe, hiding, self-grooming, sleeping, they're choosing interactive grooming with you. Your presence, your scent, your skin. These are neurologically tied to their sense of safety and emotional regulation. You have become a biological anchor in their world. And if you're learning things about your cat that you never knew before, hit that subscribe button. Because we're revealing the hidden meanings behind dozens of pet behaviors, and every video will transform how you see the animal you share your life with. Cats have an extraordinary sensory memory, particularly when it comes to taste and scent combined. When your cat licks your hand, they're not just depositing scent, they're tasting you, and what they taste becomes encoded in their memory as a comfort marker. Research into feline sensory processing shows that cats create taste-scent memories of their mother in the first weeks of life, and these memories remain powerful comfort triggers throughout their entire lives. When your cat repeatedly licks your hand, they're building and reinforcing a taste memory of you that becomes neurologically linked to safety, comfort, and home. This is why cats often lick their owners more frequently after periods of separation or stress. They're literally re-establishing and reaffirming that taste-scent memory profile. You're not just familiar to them. You've become encoded in the same deep memory systems that originally held their mother, the first source of safety they ever knew. And here's what makes this profound. Cats are solitary by nature. They're not pack animals. For your cat to create and maintain this kind of deep sensory memory connection with you represents a fundamental override of their evolutionary independence. This is where we need to understand something crucial about cat behavior. Licking is a vulnerable act. When a cat extends their tongue and makes contact with something, they're placing one of their most sensitive organs in a position of exposure. They're closing their eyes partially or fully. They're lowering their guard. In the wild, this kind of vulnerability is reserved for the safest moments and the most trusted individuals. Watch your cat the next time they lick your hand. Notice how they often close their eyes, how their body relaxes, how their guard completely drops. This isn't casual behavior. They're entering a state of vulnerable trust. They're essentially saying, I am safe enough with you to lower every defense I have. But there's something even more profound happening, and it connects directly to why the hand specifically matters so much. Think about where your hands go. Your hands touch the world. Your hands carry scents from outside, from other animals, from unfamiliar places. When your cat licks your hand, the part of you most contaminated by the outside world, and does so with complete relaxation and contentment, they're telling you something extraordinary about the depth of their trust. Remember in the beginning when I mentioned there was something about hierarchy that most cat owners completely miss? Here it is, and it's the most profound meaning of all. Cats don't lick everyone's hands. You've probably noticed this. Your cat might tolerate other people, might even sit with them, but they reserve the licking behavior for specific individuals. Usually one, sometimes two, rarely more. This isn't random, this is selection. In multi-cat households studied by animal behaviorists, yet our cats demonstrate something called preferential allo-grooming. Even when multiple cats are available for social grooming, individual cats show strong preferences. They choose one or two specific cats to groom repeatedly while ignoring others. This preference is based on deep social bonding, not convenience or proximity. When your cat licks your hand, they're not just accepting you into their social circle. They've actively chosen you as their primary social bond, as potentially the primary bond of their entire life. You are their selected family member. In a world where they could direct this behavior toward anyone in the household, toward other pets, or toward no one at all, they have chosen you. Think about this. Your cat has taken a species-typical behavior reserved for their closest kin and most trusted colony members, and decided that you, a different species entirely, are worthy of that designation. You're not just loved. You're not just trusted. You have been selected by a creature that evolved to be independent as their irreplaceable social anchor. Every lick is them saying, you